2012, I had a biopsy done, and it showed I had mantle cell lymphoma, and it was stage 4. So we went to Deaconess to the oncology department at Chancellor Center and talked to the doctors, and I had to go through a battery of tests before they could figure out whether I was a candidate to do what they wanted to do. And so I did the battery of tests, and then in July we started with chemo, about the strongest chemo that they have. And we went on through till November, and we took eight chemo treatments in that period of time, and which was one about every
28 days.
Every 28 days. The nursing staff and at Chancellor Center was good about getting us in and getting those battery of tests I had to have. Everything seemed to fall into place and everything when we went there. And then the doctors, they lined up the chemo treatments, and we started on taking them and everything. Caring. People were caring, and the nurses were caring. I had the best, I would say one of the best young nursing staffs probably in the country on the cancer center floor at Deaconess Hospital. They were young and they were dedicated, and it amazed me that how dedicated they were about helping their patients.
Their caring was amazing. You know, no matter what our need was, or the insecurity that we might have felt at the time during the treatments, they were always there for support. And the nursing staff was great, but the overall staff at Deaconess reached out to us, you know, just different people that were in and out that we met along the way and in the different departments.
What was good about that we could be home and close to our family. And Judy didn't have to be traveling and staying in a faraway hotel, and we didn't have to be far away from home. And our daughter and grandkids, when they could come to see us. And then our friends, our support group, they came, and that was all a big support for me to have those people that close, instead of being lonely or being by yourself. Not so much lonely, but just, you know, being in a strange place.
I think we made the ultimate choice. Like I said, the locale, not only the location of the Deaconess facility, but also the care that we received from up front, from the initial phone call when I reached out needing an oncologist. The girl at the desk right off, you know, made me feel that I could put my trust in them, that they were going to do the best that they could for Eddie. They were definitely there for the family as a whole. I know several times I would go and talk to different staff members that were there, and there was always someone there to lean on and for support and encouragement.
Chemo is not easy. Don't anybody tells you that chemo is easy, that's not right. Chemo is a tough treatment, and you got to get in your mind that that you're going to have to help battle it too, you know, and everything, and it's hard to do. Some people I know have to be mad about it, or why me, you know, and they need to get that out of their system. But I'll tell you, the quicker you get that out of your system and you face your battle with cancer, then the better off you'll be, the more positive you are and everything. Actually, it was a lot earlier than I led on to Judy and anybody else, but it was probably during my second treatment, actually. I don't know. Of course, I believe in God, and I just put my treatment in His hands. And after the first, well, actually the first two treatments, I'll say at the end of the second treatment, I felt like I was going to make it.
When he felt more confident about it, I think it put me at ease too. When he wasn't as concerned about it, I think then I could see the light that we were going to make it.
A reason, it's maybe a little bit early to become confident, but one reason I started gaining confidence when I was in June or July, when I started treatments, I had tumors under my neck here as big as golf balls. I couldn't hardly swallow. Also up in my ears. And then I had baseball-sized tumors under my arms, and then softball-sized down in here in my groin. And after that second treatment, I could tell that those in my throat were shrinking. So I felt like we were gaining ground on it. When I was really started feeling positive about it, though, was in November when we had done these treatments, and we didn't tell anybody, but when I got down to the treatments at Deaconess, I was in remission. We were just blessed or lucky or whatever anybody wants to say it, that we got into the Chancellor Center the way we did and everything, and had the doctors we had. And it's just it's just one of those, I'm going to say, good things that happen to somebody every now and then, that can happen. I've got no second thoughts about I should have went here, I should have done that. I went to the right place. They're doing a lot of dedicated work to help people, and that's important in this day and age. And I hope people in this region, Evansville is kind of the hub of this region, that they know about the Chancellor Center and Deaconess Hospital and how they take care of their cancer patients and everything.
Thank you for your care. I feel like they help to give us these days that we're enjoying.
Yeah.
And the time with our family.
Right.
And together.
And it's just little things that are important to me anymore. If things hadn't have turned out right different in 2012, I wouldn't have seen my grandson play Little League football. I wouldn't have seen my first granddaughter go to college. And I'm going to get to see my third granddaughter graduate 8th grade, and my second granddaughter playing soccer, and my little one, this littlest, and growing up, and my fourth granddaughter growing up too, and all of them becoming young ladies and young men. And I mean, that's important to me. Those are the important things to me.